So with full gems, I ended up doing less than 1% more damage, but I took more damage. So I was supposed to do 10% more damage to him, but instead I did less than 1% more damage because of scaling. Weird.
Sockets make you perform worse.
Hey guys! Today we're not gonna do any insane one-shots,
Okay.
but we're going to test and talk about the BFA feature called PvP scaling. For those of you who don't know what PvP scaling is, it's a hidden system that modifies your damage, healing, and damage taken in PvP,
course.
depending on your eye level compared to the enemy. But you won't know your true damage, since it will appear on the enemy screen instead.
It's always a surprise.
There are some big consequences with the system.
Wait a second. What was the damage he was doing to him? So he was hitting him for 1,930, and then the guy was taking 1,889.
There are some big consequences with the system.
Oh, that's really cute.
Many times, upgrades are not actually upgrades for you, even if it looks to be the case. Let me showcase a clear example of PvP scaling.
Okay,
What happens if you put on a socket on your gear that increases your versatility by 50?
That works.
Obviously, we should be taking less damage, and doing more damage by upgrading our versatility.
That's what would make sense.
But thanks to PvP scaling, is that really the case? Alright, you can do a Clawing Shadow when I haven't socket my gear yet. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Alright, that was 11,350. I should probably write. Damage taken, Clawing Shadow. No
so
gem.
it took 11,350, alright?
If you do that again, just to make sure it's not like any procs or anything. It's the same, alright, great. Now I'm gonna do my judgment and we see without a socket how much it does. Okay, how much was that? Okay, 17,076.
Alright, that works.
Just gonna make sure it's the same. It's the same, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's much damage without a socket. Now I'm gonna put a socket on my legs.
Okay.
And we're gonna see. Let's put in the Versa right there. And we're gonna see how much better I get when I get 50 more Versa. I mean,
so
increase
he
my
gains
stats,
more
right?
versatility.
So I should get way more damage done.
Which,
way more,
which
maybe
should make him do more damage.
Let's say a little bit more damage, a little bit more damage reduction. Okay, now I got my socket on me. Otherwise, exact same gear. You do a Clawing Shadow. And I took 11,383. And that is more damage taken than before. So I actually take more damage by increasing my stats for some reason. That's really great. Alright, if I do a judgment, how much damage is that? Oh shit, it's crit.
Thank you, Kraken. What?
How much is that? That is less damage.
Who fucking does this? Like, who invents this shit? Like, how the fuck can they be, like, are they crazy? I don't understand this. How could anybody think this is possibly a good idea? This is nuts, man. This is a multi-dollar company. Well, no, it's just, I don't understand. Pay to lose? That's actually true. Imagine spending fucking weeks doing horrific visions, farming out those terrible fucking dailies and rare spawns in the 8.3 zones, just so you could barely be able to afford one gouged eye of N'Zoth to put a socket on your gear. You put the socket on your fucking gear, and this is what you get. You lose damage.
And I do not think I had a proc. Is it the same one more time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should do less damage. I take more damage, but increase my versatility with this awesome socket.
Oh my god.
So now we know that using sockets actually reduces your performance. The reason for this is that sockets add to the PvP scaling formula. The following command, when typed in game, will show your eye level. It is the third one shown that is your PvP eye level. Used when the game decides your damage, healing, or damage taken multiplier in PvP.
What?
I'll add a link in the description if you want to read up more about it. Now let's move on to the second test. We're going to compare a 465 and a 480 eye level Azeroth piece to see what scaling does to it.
Oh my god.
Let's see. We can try now. 11,429. 11,429 on a Clawing Shadow. You can try one more time to see.
Okay,
yeah, it's the same. Alright, so it's 11,429 damage
What is
taken.
going on with this
Clawing
game, man?
when I got the good helmet.
Like, I don't even...
Then let's see judgment.
Okay, with the good helmet. Alright.
How much was that?
I didn't type it.
Oh, it's okay. 16,963 judgment damage. I spelled that completely wrong. Alright, let's lower eye level to a 465. Exactly the same type of Azeroth. And we see my damage and damage taken.
It's all a lie. That's why they're adding non-static damage to hide this? With spell variants? Oh, that's actually true. Yeah, with spell variants, it would be harder for you to test this. Man, that's convenient, huh? I just... Oh my god.
Alright, I got the bad one on me right now. You can test your Clawing Shadow. 1125. Alright, so you see my damage taken is actually like 200. Around 200 less compared to have a 480. And that's kind of a lot. It's like... Okay, it's about 2% damage reduction if I lower my eye level from 480 to 465 in my head. Let's see my judgment and see if that is good. Oh, it's a crit. Oh,
Here we go.
Alright, let's go.
Was it
Okay,
really
how much
thought
that?
equal?
I mean, how much
Making
did
it
that do?
equal is the right idea? Yeah, I know.
696. No, that is...
The same.
It is pretty much exactly the same.
169.69.
As you saw, I end up taking
Alright.
about 2% more damage when I use my 480 piece compared to my 465. In the case of Azeroth, however, the benefit from traits will probably make them still worth it. Our last test will be using a real low eye level piece and compare it to a way higher one. If PvP scaling wasn't a thing, our damage taken should be exactly the same, since none of the stats on the two items impact our damage taken from magic sources.
So the sockets affect your fucking
I'm
item
gonna use
level.
my good hands, and I wanna test my damage taken. Try out Clawing Shadow on me. 11907. Okay, so you did 11,907 Clawing Shadow damage taken. Good hands.
Okay, so that's whenever he
And then
has
if I
the
have
good
my
gloves on.
bad hands, there should be no difference if PvP scaling wasn't a thing.
So he changes one piece of
gear.
gear.
Let's try again. 12,151. Oddly enough, we take more damage. So PvP scaling worked against us when lowering our eye level in this case.
What?
All around, PvP scaling is real.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I don't even know what to say anymore. This game, like, it's so pay to lose. Like, who is this helping? Like, is this doing anybody any favors? I do BGs now and they suck. Like, how is it that I have more fun in classic BGs than retail BGs? I mean, I think playing a warrior is part of it, right? But at the same time, I don't know. Like, it's so... Make the game appeal to lower skill players? Lower skill players aren't going to play the game to begin with. They're sitting around doing world quests and pet battles. Like, the way to make the game appeal to lower skill players is to tell them, hey, even though you suck, if you get really good gear, you can kill the person who's better than you. But now, if you suck and you get really good gear, somehow they kill you even faster. That's the truth, is if you want to make it appeal to lower skill players, make it based off of gear, because gear doesn't have any sort of impact on skill. It's actually counterproductive. You just like think about all the terrible fucking players in Classic WoW. They're completely fucking brain dead. But because they have really good gear and they're, you know, the guild master of their guild, or, you know, they suck the guild master's dick too many times, they have enough gear and they still beat you on the meters because they just have better gear. It's crazy.
It's really confusing how it actually works and how it impacts different equipment slots. Sure, people might say it's just a bug that gems make you perform worse, and that the system is fine, but I disagree. We've seen plenty of times throughout BFA with bugs that happen because of PvP scaling. Even if there are sometimes niche scenarios, I'm sure a complete new expansion like Shadowlands will bring with it many other bugs associated with it.
Working fine.
The system itself feels bad too. People want to know how strong they are and how much their abilities actually do. It's a similar issue that if you PvP, many abilities are nerfed without it being stated anywhere in game. You're at a disadvantage if you haven't kept up with the patch notes the last few years.
This
I
is
understand the reason
crazy.
PvP scaling is a thing. To make
Oh
new
my
people,
God.
or undergeared people, not be completely obliterated the moment they step into PvP.
Jesus, man.
However, with the addition of having to grind other systems, such as corruption, Azeroth essences, new geared people will still get blown up really badly.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing PvP scaling actually causes is a confusion across the player base. What gear to actually aim for, and if an upgrade even is an upgrade.
Well, it's not just that. It just makes it suck. Like, I mean, you don't even need to have, like, it's not a full philosophical thing. Like, part of the game is you get good gear and then you kill people that don't have good gear, right? That's like fucking, that's the core of the game. Like, that's what it's always been about. And then Blizzard wants to talk, oh, we want to return to the core RPG philosophy, and we want to have all these little special RPG elements of the game, and oh, we're going to make it all the same as the way that it used to be, because if we can't have that, do we really have an RPG anymore? Let me fucking tell you something. If you want to have an RPG, get rid of this shit, let people get really good gear, and just let them dumpster the fuck out of people on the meters. Like, that's what it's about. That's what it's always been about. Like, I'm so confused why they don't understand this. I do not fucking get it. It just works. Yeah, it's like they're catering. It's like Blizzard, here's the thing. They're like, Blizzard, it's like, here's the Blizzard headquarters. They say, bring me the dumbest player. And they bring a guy over. He's like, hey, I lost a duel to a battle pet. Blizzard's like, okay, get him out of here. Get me one dumber than that. And, you know, you have somebody come back and like, they just keep finding the dumbest fucking player that they possibly can find. They don't play the game. Like, I really want to know, like, what do the Blizzard developers do in WoW? Like, maybe they play the game, maybe they log on and they physically log their character onto the game, but what do they do after that? What happens after they log on to the game? How does the game progress past there? And it's this weird fucking thing. Like, did they sit around? Do they AFK in Borealis? Do they do their 15 and log off like everybody else? Do they pet battle? Do they role play? Like, what do they do? Answer tickets? Well, these are devs, right? Not GMs. But like, fuck, man. Like, I don't understand. Here's what I think that it is. I think that the Blizzard devs are friends with a bunch of fucking casuals in real life, and they think that they're making the game for those types of people, and they end up alienating their overall player base. Because people don't, like, the thing is, you can say that, like, oh, these types of things only appeal to, like, 1%, right? And I'm sure it's kind of a valid argument. But the fact is that whenever you look at the way that some of these players, like the BGs, look at BGs nowadays. Who the fuck does BGs? You can't tell me that the fact that they've made BGs like indisputably more boring because of this kind of stuff doesn't have an impact on it. Bots do BGs. Yeah, bots do BGs. This is crazy.
In my opinion, the best system would be something similar to what we had back in Wars of Draenor. We had the scaling back then too, but it was the gear itself that scaled, and not the numbers.
Yeah, the item level scale
The things
down.
you saw on your screen were true, as well as your stats.
Yeah.
You clearly saw your gear scale up, and nothing was hidden
Imagine
from you.
looking at WoD as
I
a
would
better
suggest
way.
making it so anyone below a certain eye level have their gear scale up to a point once they enter PvP combat. For live WoW, let's say 450, and leave the gear that's above 450 working just as it should. This will make it so new players aren't complete pushovers,
Yeah.
but people putting in time will feel rewarded with greater strength. Strength they actually know exists. What do y'all think about the current PvP system? Comment below. I look forward to hearing what you guys think.
How the fuck? It's management, not devs. Devs don't have a say. Do you really think?
Hey guys!
Do you really think the developers, like, I understand that you might want to rationalize, like, oh yeah, it's not really the developers. Like, the management doesn't give a fuck. Okay? The management doesn't care. They don't care about what happens with, PvP scaling. They care about how many people are playing the game. They don't give a fuck about anything that happens inside of the game. These are completely decisions that are made exclusively by the devs under a philosophical reason. This is not some kind of like weird fucking, oh, it's coming down from corporate. And like Bobby Kotick sent down a memo. Said make PvP suck, add in the corruption vendor we're putting on a rotation, and make the game bad again, and add in another pet battle dungeon. You know, like that, it doesn't happen. Like, that's not what it is. It's the fact that the Blizzard devs just don't fucking know what they're doing. Like, they just don't fucking know. Like, that's what it comes down to. They don't understand the player base. They clearly don't understand the player base. And it's obvious. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just, it seems so obvious that they've drifted more and more away from what the, what do you call it? From what the original game was supposed to be, man.
Hey guys, I'm gonna showcase a fix for the issue of sockets making you worse in PvP. It's not a clean fix, however.
Okay. I saw the first video
so
yesterday.
What some of you probably know by now is that adding a gem to your gear will add to your PvP scaling formula.
Yeah.
Each gem adds 0.6 PvP eye level. If you're curious how to find this out, use the following command. The third one shown is your PvP eye level. The higher your PvP scaling formula is, the less damage and healing you'll do to other players.
That's so fucking...
You will also take more damage. This is a simple way of saying it. In reality, it's a bit more complex.
Oh my god.
The exact amount differs depending on your PvP eye level compared to your enemies. Anyhow, for Arena, there's one way to work around this. And the way to do that is to first void storage all your gear, to remove the sockets you currently have.
Of course.
This will remove the PvP eye level added
that
by
makes
those
sense.
sockets.
Yep.
Afterwards, you need to buy a lot of sockets. Then we queue into the arena, and let me show you what you can do.
So you have to put it into in there.
Okay, check my PvP eye level one. You see I'm at 474.
Four,
level.
okay.
I have no sockets on, right? And how much does this heal you, Panic? If I do one heal on you. Okay, right?
Let me type.
48,000 something, alright. And now I'm gonna socket my gear before the arena starts.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the command again. And you are gonna see something really, really interesting.
Interesting.
Alright, now I'm gonna do the command again. Check my PvP eye level right now. It's
so
the
it's
same.
the same.
It
right.
doesn't increase if you do it in the arena itself. Okay, how much does this heal you? How much?
5264.
Oh my god, it's like a 10% performance boost.
Jesus.
If you gem before you start the arena,
that's fucking insane.
If you add the sockets
Holy
in
shit.
the arena itself, it won't count towards your PvP eye level for the current match.
Oh my god.
You'll have to keep removing and reapplying your sockets between the games.
So you have to do it every
from
game?
And keep your PvP eye level down. Let me show you some testing, so you can see my damage taken and damage done with this solution.
Oh my god.
First clip is when I'm in full sockets from before entering the
Is this what the guy was talking about on Reddit? Is this it? You know, this is the kind of complaining about shit. Yeah, this is I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm talking about this because it's fucking dumb. Like, this is fucking dumb. Like, whoever thought of this, I hope they never work on PvP again, because this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of. I can't believe that anybody would have. It's an oversight. It's an oversight because they're doing it. The fundamentals of this system is broken. Oh my god, man! This is exactly why I don't PvP anymore. This is just fucking stupid.
No.
PvP is so unfun.
And my PvP
it's just not. It's not fun to play. Like, especially BGs, dude. BGs fucking suck.
Bro, I'm in a BG right now.
I'm sorry.
Level is 478.5.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do a judgment on you. We'll see how much damage it is. It's a crit. And how much was that?
This game is such a joke.
Okay, 15,448. One more time. That should be the same, right?
Like, imagine, dude, imagine being a PvPer right now. Imagine caring about PvP. Like, and I've never seen anybody more salty than a PvPer on Twitter. Like, every tweet they make, they're fucking pissed off. Like, something goes wrong. Like, we're having Sidu on Allcraft tomorrow, I mean. Sidu is on Allcraft tomorrow, and we're gonna fucking ask him about this.
So my damage
done on
judgment
focus on this right now.
It's 15,449 with full gems.
Holy shit, man.
If you do your Wrath on me.
Stall, guys. Yeah, so soon.
14,583. You have a proc on the second one. 14,583. Okay, 14,583 raw damage taken. This is with full socket. And now we're gonna try the strat and see what happens with my damage taken and damage done. The second clip, I add in my socket at the start of the arena. Alright guys, this time my PPI level is 472 to
Watch
5.
this.
And I have no sockets on me. But I'm gonna socket everything right now. Alright, now I have full socket. And my PPI level is still 472.5. So I get the benefit from gems without increasing my PPI level. And now we see how much my judgment does with full gems. How much was that?
A lot more.
Yeah, okay, 16,702. Which is like, not 10%, but maybe like 8 or something. And how much raw damage taken is it? Let's see. You can do a rough.
That is incredible.
13,473. So it appears you can solve the bug with sockets making you weaker by reapplying your gems before each arena battle.
Oh my.
Sounds like a lot of work, however.
So he's taking like 1,000 less damage from every attack.
But this will give you about an 8% damage, healing, and damage reduction boost for the arena battle, depending on your gem type and your own stats. All around, it's a real nice boost.
It's 8%, yeah. Well, it's 1,000
Thank you for
total.
watching, and stay tuned for more.
This is absolutely insane. Like, this scaling thing has no place in the game. It just makes the game worse. Like, there's no reason to have this in the game. What about people getting dumpstered in PvP because of all the missing power? That's what happens in an MMO. Is that, yes, obviously, in an MMO, you gain power by playing the game. That's how it works. That's what makes sense. And if you don't have that, then you don't have an MMO. Like, if your armor actively handicaps you, and you have these, obviously, these throttling systems that are trying to keep everybody in the same exact place, I'm just so tired of it, man. I'm so fucking tired of it, man. I hope Blizzard watches these videos and feels ashamed for all their stupid systems. Like, do we even need to, like, because people, like, if people are being critical about me being negative about the game, should I just stop caring? Like, because that's what happened with BFA. Like, should I just stop caring?
Here's the thing. Blizzard completely gave up on trying to balance classes here at the end of BFA. And we have not seen any, like, real, like, aside from PvP vendors,
yeah,
we haven't really seen any, as far as I know, changes to PvP in Shadowlands, right? They're still going to have this hidden system. They're still going to have scaling.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like this hidden shit, this scaling shit. I don't like it, man. It's unfun. It just feels like every day, no matter what kind of gear you get, everything just is exactly the same.
Yeah, you don't really feel power
like
growth.
You do feel it, but it's at the very end of the expansion. Like, sure, you can go into Uldir right now,
yeah,
and fucking crush the whole thing, no problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, that might feel good, but what about like the entire 2 years of BFA? Was that enjoyable? No, not really. I mean, I don't think so. So I don't. This feels so stupid to me. I really don't like how the game is right now.
It's just fucking sad, man. I think that's all it really comes down to, is that it's just fucking sad. Like, I get so disappointed whenever I read this stuff, and it's just, for some reason, getting worse. I don't know what to say. Like, you should be able to outplay with bad gear? Well, like, I mean, yeah, obviously, like, how's it unfun if you don't know what's going on?
What?
I just like,
not knowing what's going on is unfun. What was that question?
Like, how do you know that you're not having fun if you can't know that you're not having fun? How can you not have fun if you don't know that you're not having fun? I mean, duh.